Everyone, can you hear us? ¿Cómo están todos? Buenas tardes. Gracias por estar aquí. Yeah, they hear us.
Yes.
They can hear us.
Good
Good.
evening, everyone.
Good evening, Yuko, and thank you very much for for this alliance we are making to present the best things and the best trips to Japan for the Mexican market. Thank you for joining us, everyone, today for this exciting webinar. We are so happy to present Miyabi Japan to you. And well, as you know, Japan is a country full of unique traditions, landscapes, and unforgettable experiences. So I'm going to leave to leave you with Yuko. She's the owner of Miyabi Japan, and we are so excited to begin working with you, Yuko. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Lucy. Hello, everyone, again. It's very nice to meet you. And I am Yuko from Miyabi, Japan. And then we've been started working with a marketing collection from last month. And then we are very happy to work with you. And before we I think I am making a quote for us, for some of you, but I would like to introduce what's Japan and what we can offer, and then about our services. So thank you very much for your time, and then let me start the presentation. Okay, can you see Lucy?
Yes, Yuko, we can see the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Our company is called Miyabi Japan, and then first of all, this Miyabi means the luxury and the sophisticated in Japanese word. So we go for this way of luxury and the sophisticated with our trip. And we are based in Osaka Prefecture, and then some of you already know, but let me introduce what's in Osaka. Osaka it is called as the kitchen of Japan. Why? There is a reason, because we have so many local gourmet, and then the food, and then the izakaya, which is called small restaurant with where the people can drink and they eat together, and then also where the friends and the family come along and then have a dining there. So it's called izakaya. But there are so many culture of food, and then there's also market in Osaka. That's why Osaka is called as the kitchen of Japan. And maybe as you see this Guriko sign, and this is the Dotonbori. It's a canal river in the central Osaka, and then this became one of the city where the tourist wants to come. I think it's a few years ago, but still now it's a very, very popular site in Osaka. And as I talked about the food, maybe some of you already seen it, but this is a taco. It's called the taco ball, takoyaki, and then there is the flour. It's made of a flour, and then there is a octopus inside, and then this is one of the iconic food in Osaka. And in spring, there is a Osaka Castle, and in spring there are many cherry blossom like this, and then it's a huge park surrounded with cherry blossom. So in spring, it's very famous spot to view and enjoy cherry blossom. And the cherry blossom is will be blossom from late March to early April, and it's about 1 or 2 weeks. So it's very very limited time, but we would love all the guests to come during this period. And then talking about the baseball, next to it's not from Osaka, but there is a Hyogo prefecture next to Osaka, and this Hanshin Tigers is the where ha, sorry the Hanshin Tigers is the original and then home base in Hyogo prefecture, and it's very famous for. And also in Osaka, there is a Universal Studio Japan, and then everyone loves this Super Nintendo World, and then we can issue the ticket with this Universal Studio Japan is also the access to the Nintendo World. Also, there is a Pokemon Center in Osaka in one of the department stores, so we can just include this spot for during our tour, and then the kids or like adults who loves Pokemon or loves Nintendo shop, we can include that too. And then maybe after the tour or like after the business hours, we local people go for this kind of like small alley with a lot of small tiny restaurant which is called izakaya that I mentioned before. But this is very very local style to enjoy dining at dinner for dinner. It's not it's not like a Thailand or like a Taiwan style that there's a shop outside, but it's izakaya is about a long izakaya lines up along the small street and narrow street, but there are so many kinds of food. So always tend to we always offer the food, street food or the izakaya bar hopping style at night for the as a tour. And then also you can see a lot of local people drinking and then partying at this izakaya. So this is the Osaka introduction. I hope you like. Yes. Okay. And then from here, we would like to I would like to talk about our services that we, frankly speaking, we do from 1 to 100. It means that we take care of the guest from when they enter Japan and then after they depart Japan, and of course, and then we also do arrange the traditional or like luxury hotels, and then we have many kinds of hotel collections, as we've been working with this kind of Japanese style, with this Japanese style accommodation to like a brand, international brand like Hyatt or Prince hotels, and we have many collections of the hotels. So upon the request, we are very flexible to find the right one. And also we have the multiple experiences, such as the Pikachu character bento box cooking, or just a normal standard Japanese cuisine cooking class in Tokyo and in Kyoto too. And also the other popular one is green tea ceremony, and this teacher or like tea master can be just a tea master in kimono, but sometimes this geiko or maiko can be the tea master, and then we can combine the green tea ceremony and also maiko instructor as well. And another activity, there is a maiko dance performance and a dinner. It's like a combined session, and then there is one maiko and then one geisha and then one player. So if it's like like extra like a ultra extra services, we can arrange those three people together for one group, even though for two packs, it's gonna be not so cheap price, but it's worth it to see how different the Gecko and the Michael and then this player. So Michael and the geisha is called, it's considered as the similar, similar person, but Michael and the geisha has a difference that Michael is amateur and the gecko is older. So that's the big main difference. And so they have, I think this in this case, this is Michael and this is Gecko, and you see Michael wears more prettier or like a brighter color of kimono, and then Michael is more like elegant, and it's more like adult way of color she's wearing. So that's the difference. So and our guide, and then you can ask those Michael and the Gecko both, and how the difference, and how do you practice, and how do you live. You can just frankly talk to them, and then unfortunately, though most of Gecko and the Michael don't speak in English, that's why our guide will act as the interpreter, and then he will and she will explain, so you can enjoy chatting with Gecko and Michael directly together. And as the this can be arranged for any group, but I would like to recommend that for the as the honeymooners, so the honeymooners, so husband and the wife can wear in a one kimono, and then they can walk around outside of the city, or there will be the session of the photo shoot session, so they can take a photo, like a wedding photo, in the way in Japanese way. That would be the extra the experience for them as the honeymooners. So this is just only example of our activities. So I will add more activities later on. And the next, I would like to offer. I would like to explain the private transportation for the airport transfer, or like for the tours. So we have two ways of um, transportation, which is like a private and also public. And then for especially for the public transportation, we have this English speaking driver, not the guide, but the driver act as the driver, and also driver will speak in English. So he will, like this, he will hold the welcome signboard and then greeting at the arrival lobby at each airport, and then he will assist them to the car, and then make a transfer to the hotels in Tokyo or Kyoto or Osaka. So we are very flexible. We have these English speaking driver. So, and then this is very common to use upon arrival, and also for the departure. As if we add English speaking guide, or like a Spanish speaking guide with the driver, it's gonna cost more. So it's very common to just have English speaking driver in for the arrival and then for the departure. And then our standard way to quote is using this English speaking driver. So if you need like extra service or like extra attention to the guest, we are happy to add that Spanish speaking or English speaking guide. So please let us know. And so for the vehicle, we have mainly we have this three type of car. Let me show you the bigger one. So this is a Toyota Crown, and then this will be for one person or two people, because there's not big trunk in there. And then this is a Toyota Alphard. So this can be used for 3 people to, I recommend until up to 3 or 4 people because of the luggage. And then this is the Toyota Hiace. So this is the Toyota Hiace. This can be used for up to 8 people with luggage because they here there is a big trunk, the space for loading the many luggage. So we use this type of van or like a hiace for the family group or like up to the group for up to 8 people. Depending on the area, like Tokyo, depending on Hakone, or depending on Hiroshima, the vehicle can be a little bit slightly different, but mainly we use these Toyota luxury ones. So we can have we will offer this kind of a vehicle. And then I'm sorry for the small photos, but if it's like a really, really special arrangement, there is a luxury limousine for arrival, or yeah, mainly for arrival, but we can also arrange a limousine too. And then if there is a group more than 9, we have this kind of like a big coach, and the luxury coach is from 9 to up to 60, 50, about 60 passengers for per vehicle. So we have this variety of vehicle from 2 packs to 50 packs. Yes, thank you. And so the another way of uh, transportation is public transportation, and then this is how the Japanese stationed. And so, for example, this is a Shinkansen. It's a bullet train platform, and so usually we have so we when you travel from Tokyo to Kyoto, and then the client and the guest will be coming to this platform with the English speaking driver or the guide, and they will our your guest will be always assisted by someone like assistants or driver or the guide. So as long as they feel or they want to be taken care of until here, we'll always assign someone to see them off like her. So we will make sure that the guest will be in the right car that we booked, and then the driver, the guys always will see them off. And so the guest will be very feel safe, the guest will feel safe, and then there will be no one on the bullet train with them, but we will always tell them, okay, please drop off at the JR like Kyoto station or Tokyo station. Then the different another new driver or new assistants of the next station will be waiting for them right in front of this door that they will come out. That's why they will miss each other, and they will also hold a signboard as well, so they can find each other very easily. Sorry. And then this is the local train. This is just one of the example, but the Japanese train is on punctual, on time, and then relatively it's clean. So we can recommend to use public transportation instead of private car, which cost a lot lower. And but I want you to I want to emphasize that there are so many up and down steps in a subway, and also well, mainly subway. And for the public transportation use, they needed to climb up and climb down, and then they have to walk a lot in the, for example, in the city or like of Tokyo. So if you feel unsure that about walking a lot and ups and down, and then we definitely recommend to use the private car. unless public transportation is also welcome. Okay, before I talked about the method, and then now I want to talk about the duration of travel in Japan. So a lot of guests has a kind of a long holiday, which is like 15 days or more, like less days. But common route is very common route is about 10 to 11 days that will cover um, that will cover Tokyo, and it's about like a Hakone area, and then they go all the way to Kyoto by bullet train, and then do Kyoto sightseeing and then Osaka sightseeing, and depart from Kansai Airport. So this area about it would need about 10 or 11 days for covering these days. And then popular and then like extension route is about 13 days, like 2 weeks till like 16 days. That is also second popular duration of the trip in Japan. So if you have about 2 weeks or like 16 days aside, with this area, they can go to Takayama or Kanazawa area, and then sometimes they can go to this Hiroshima area. So it's about really middle of Japan. This part of Japan they can cover with this 2 weeks or more than like 16 days, something like this. So I'd like to show you one of our itinerary that we always we popular itineraries. So the day one, they arrive in Narita Airport, and then we do. I will just go quickly with this itinerary, and we offer the one full day private tour with this is English speaking guide, but of course Spanish speaking guide is also available. And then Tsukiji Market, and the Imperial Palace, and then we have this small demonstration show while they are eating lunch. This is a very quite the interesting and a very popular show right now. And then they go Asakusa Temple and then Nezu Shrine. And the third day, this another Tokyo tour, including green tea, tea house break, and then Meiji Jingu, Omotesando, and Harajuku, and Shibuya. And our tour can be started from 9 till like 5 p.m., but it can start from 10 or like 8 and something like that. But we needed to finish our tour at least until 6 p.m. because all the most site or like most temples are closed at at, at like 5 something. So like 5:30 or 8 would be the maximum time to end the trip. And of course, if you want to go to the bar hopping at night, then of course we will welcome to do that from, for example, like 7 p.m. to till like 9 p.m. something like that. And then if you have more time in Tokyo, you can do a Nikko day trip by private car or public transportation as well. But this place will take about 2 hours from central Tokyo, so it's gonna be long day. But if they are fine with it, and then we really recommend to see this the Chuzenji Lake and then Toshogu Shrine. And then this is the Hakone day trip. So we can offer the lake cruise, ashi, and the ropeway with the Mount Fuji view, and also the Hakone Open Air Museum. And for this, from Tokyo, they can travel to Kanazawa by bullet train, and they can go from Hakone or they can go from Tokyo. Both way, it's fine. And upon arrival, they can go to Omi Market and the Kanazawa Castle Park and the Nomura House. And there are many attractions to visit in Kanazawa. And the second day also will be a highlight tour in Kanazawa, Kendokuen Garden and the Higashichaya Street, Alley Street. And then you can find this ice cream with golden, um, one of the Japanese golden craft, but you can also eat it. And then we can also offer the experience of samurai in Kanazawa, because there is one very famous samurai family in Kanazawa. And then sorry, there is no itinerary here, but there is you can go to Takayama from Kanazawa as a day trip as well. And then after Kanazawa, you travel to Kyoto by bullet train and also limited express. And in Kyoto, we would like to recommend to experience the ramen making. You make on your own ramen with the soup and with the noodles, and then it's gonna be just only one ramen noodle that you make, and then it will be your lunch. And in Kyoto, they can cover the Arashiyama bamboo groves and then the Kinkakuji golden temples. And then the second day, if they're interested in green tea ceremony, and then they can visit Maiko Museum that they cannot interact, but they can see Maiko's performance at the museum. And also from Kyoto, you can do a Nara trip as a day trip with the private car or public transportation, both ways, okay? And then Nara tour can be done from Kyoto, but also from Osaka. So both ways are very easy to do. And from Kyoto, you can travel to Hiroshima and by bullet train, and then it's about 1 hour half or like less than 2 hours, and you can cover Miyajima Island and the famous floating torii gate, and also you can learn about the war in the central Hiroshima. After spending 2 nights in Hiroshima, then you can move to Osaka by bullet train, and then you do Osaka tour, as I mentioned, like a Dotonbori or like Osaka castles, and then maybe you can do the food tour in along the Dotonbori canal. And departure. You can go to. We'll make a transfer to Kansai Airport, or you can return to Tokyo for Narita Airport departure. So we can arrange both way from Tokyo or like from Osaka. So that would be like 15 nights and 16 days trip. Thank you very much. Okay, I didn't write any price because the depending on the hotel's category, and then how you want to conduct have the tour by private car or public transportation, that would be huge different. That's why I always let me consult with you before I make the quotation, and then I would like to make the right quote for you. Okay, thank you very much. So now I like to explain about the bullet train, the luggage storage rules on the bullet train. So as you saw in the itinerary, there are a lot of travel by the bullet train. So it's very common to use the bullet train with long distance trip, like from Tokyo to Osaka. It's like about 350 kilometers with 2 hours and a half minutes. So, but I think many guests would like to bring their suitcase with them from one city to another city. So here's the rules, and the rules, and then also the car carriage difference. So there is two kinds of car, which is one is it's called green car. It means first class. We don't call Japan Railway don't call first class, but they call green car. So please note that the green car is first class, like a business class. And this seat has two seats, and then this allow, and then two seats. So it's a four seat total at on each carriage. And then there is a regular car, like it's economy class, has a two seats and then three seats. So the width of the carriage is the same. So as you see, this is more comfortable, and then this has more space to stretch your legs or like reclining your seat. So we recommend this green car, and then we always use this green car unless they want to use this economy class. So about the luggage, um, if they want to bring their luggage, we'll always book the seat at the low at the back of the carriage, so that they can put their luggage here behind their seat. But these seats are very, very limited on each car, and the green car has only two cars among 16 or 13 or 16 cars. So it's very, very limited. So then we needed to buy this, reserve this seat 1 month before the departure. So we have to be ready to buy this. And if we can't reserve this seat, then we have to ask them to ship this luggage separately to the another hotel. Like for example, if you travel from Tokyo to Kyoto, then if we can't reserve the seat, and then if they have this kind of seat, they can't put the luggage here. This space is belong to the seat just in front of. So if we can't block the seat, then they have to wait this large luggage to be delivered 1 day at least. So they needed to bring 1 night, 2 days of clothing into a small luggage. Then they have to travel with it, and then they have to wait for this one luggage until next day. Yes. So please know these rules, and then that will, if we block this seat, and then that trip will be much easier for them to bring this luggage all the time. And lastly, about the ryokan information. Um, in Japan, there is a standard, like Western style hotels with two beds, and then with a floor, and then all that, just international brands, the rooms. But if they like to stay at the ryokan, then it's gonna be like this wooden small cozy style inn that we can offer. But ryokan usually offers this kind of sleeping mattress. So we have a tatami floor, and then the hotel staff will put this futon on the floor. So if they don't mind, they can sleep. If as an experience, they can sleep on the floor, like with this sleeping mattresses. It's called futon. But nowadays there are so many tourists, so the ryokan offers this kind of beds as well on the tatami floor. But still, this is more traditional, and also this is more common. So this type of bed room in the Japanese style room is very, very limited. That's why it's very hard to find the ryokan style, but also has that the room has the two beds. That's kind of challenging. So I would like to ask if the guest definitely wants to sleep on the bed, or They don't mind to sleep on the floor like this as a traditional experience. That's that very different things. And for the meals, it's very important to know that Japanese kaiseki, it's called the Japanese kaiseki ryori at the ryokan. This is the typical dish at the ryokan, and then it looks big, and the portion is huge, and it's like it's about like a 9 to 12 dishes at each kaiseki ryori, and then as you see, one plate is a very small portion, but the small portion multiply 9 or 12 dishes. That makes your belly really full. So some guests cannot finish it. But that this is all Japanese traditional course that at the ryokan, one of the traditional accommodation. So this is just maybe one night will be enough for dinner, and then it also for the breakfast. If they have the Japanese breakfast at the ryokan, that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5 to 6, or sometimes 7 dishes, including like fruits or something. That would be the big portion of the breakfast. So the dinner, also breakfast at the ryokan, will be a little bit too much, but just to let us know if we can change to the Western style, like bread and then like cereals or like fruits only. This kind of maybe we can ask the ryokan to change to these Western style breakfast. So just please let me know. But this is just the very standard and the traditional dinner and the breakfast at the ryokan. Thank you. Ah, and then about experiences, we'll have a multiple experience that I talked before, but this is the one of the ramen making, how they make, and then with family, and then mostly family with family. This activity is very popular, and then many customers said, "Oh, this is the ramen that this is the ramen I like. This is the most delicious ramen I ever eat," and they also made. So they really love this activity, and we can offer the guide taking them as the cycling around the foot of Mount Fuji, and then around the Lake Ashi. And also we can offer the temple stay that where you can join the morning services. It started from 6 a.m., but this is how Japanese monk spend and start a day, and then you can join it there if you stay one of the temple. And we offer the cooking class. Of course, it's a sushi class, and also you can do. We can take them to the ninja or samurai museums, and they can wear this kind of armor. And also we can have a Japanese tea ceremony. Usually sitting on the floor, on the tatami floor, but some people like to sit on the chair, so we can also offer the chair with the for the green tea ceremony. So this is just only the one of just some samples of our experiences. So if you have more varieties that we are happy to offer. Yeah, so lastly, our strength is multiple experiences. Also, we are very flexible, and also we have the team with our guys that's very thoughtful, and then very caring. So we make the tour, but this is a one of a very good guide, and this is a good guide. So as you see, people loves our guides always, and then they take a photo together, that they spend together, and then they become like a friend, not friend of course, but they become like a friend. So they are very loyal to the uh, each groups. So they are the one who operates on the spot, but we as you go, and then other staff will be always there to support them, and then we talk to the the clients directly on WhatsApp mainly. So we know how they react to those to the tours, and then if they want to change, we will quickly make the changes for them for the smooth and then comfortable tour with us. Yes, so that's how we operate, and that's how we welcome all the guests from your agency. And we are very happy. We are excited to offer our services, and then looking forward to working with you. Okay, thank you very much for your attention, and then thank you and muchas gracias.
Thank you, Yuko. I have some questions for you here
Yes.
in the chat. The first question is there any option equivalent to Mercedes V Class, the Mercedes Vito?
Ah, sí, yes, sí.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. The next one is how can you add Shirikawago to a itinerary or route?
Sorry, how can I see the chat? Can I see the chat?
Yes,
Um,
in the space where you can
oh,
questions and answers.
okay.
Can you see it?
Yes. Ah, okay. Is there any portion that most of this? Okay. How can you add the Shirakawa go to itinerary route? Ah, yes. Ah, yeah. So when I okay, let me see. Yes, Shirakawa go. There wasn't a itinerary in there, but in Kanazawa route, yeah, I will show you. Um, okay, can you see this? The itinerary?
No, no, Yuko.
No.
We can still see you only.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
How about now?
I think yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. So after they well, okay, after Hakone and after Tokyo, they moved to Kanazawa. Then you do Kanazawa tour, and then Saturday, well, if they have more days, Saturday you can do Kanazawa, the Takayama and Shirakawa go from Kanazawa as a day trip. Yes. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, so this is just 2 nights in Kanazawa, but I make 3 nights in Kanazawa, like a Hyatt centric Kanazawa. 1, 2, and then one more day, 3. Then we can do Takayama and then Takayama and then Shirakawa go. That on the third day in Kanazawa. And
Okay.
and
Thank
it's
you.
too rush.
Mm-hmm.
It's too rush, but you can if they don't have time, I can make just a half a day of tour of Kanazawa on arrival, and then this day just skip all the or like do this Kenroku on this day, and then we can do Kanazawa or and Shirakawa go on second day of Kanazawa. So it's anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Perfect. Thank you. We have more questions, and it's the third one is there another traditional town as Hakone, like an alternative to visit and stay in a ryokan, or the best place is Hakone?
Thank you for the question. We have more places to stay because Hakone is not the only one where you can find the ryokan. But I would like to recommend the Nagano Prefecture. Have you ever heard of this? Nagano.
No.
Okay.
I
Yes.
don't think
So
so.
Nagano Prefecture is famous for skiing. It's like Hakuba. Hakuba is the area for skiing, and it's a little bit north of Japan. And then they have a very nostalgic ryokan style, and then there are small Japanese inn, and they can experience hot spring and also oh, maybe if I say this, snow monkeys.
Yes.
Yeah, Snow Monkey's Place. So Snow Monkey's Place, there are many the ryokans, and they're also small like a town. It's a very nostalgic town. So that's also one I can recommend. But Hakone, why Hakone is so famous is because it's between Tokyo and then Kyoto. So anyway, they travel from Tokyo to Kyoto, and then there is the Hakone here. So
Mhm.
that's why it's very famous, like a common to combine Hakone with this route. But if they want to experience a different part of area, then Nagano is the one place to have. It's good option.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
The next
Thank you.
question is about can we hire just the services without hotels?
Can we have the service without
Yes, hire
I
you
mean
services.
one service?
Mhm.
Yes, of course. Yes, we do. We do.
Perfect. Thank you. Can you help us with short excursions for a group of 16 people?
We have with children for a group of 16 people. Yes, yes, we do.
Thank you. Green class is the best class on trains. Is there like economic, business, green class, and then real first class?
Green class is the best class on trains. Yes. There's another category of first class, but there are different companies like JR West and JR East and JR Hokkaido. So JR is Japan Railway. So Japan Railway Company has three different portion, and the one is the east and the west and the Hokkaido or like a Tohoku. So there are several different kinds of Japan Railway, and each company has a different car class. But green car class is the most like a mainstream of railway that connects from Tokyo to Kyoto. So between Tokyo to Kyoto or Hiroshima, green car is the best. And if you go a little bit north than Tokyo, there is a Grand class, which is more luxury than green class. But if you choose to go up, then we can offer the better class than green car class. But when I present it as an itinerary, the green car class is the best. That the 2 seat and 2 seat are the best one.
Perfect. Thank you. And the next one is, do you have special rates for Venesi House and Ryokan Roka?
Okay, thank you. Very good question. And unfortunately, no, we don't. And the
Mhm.
Benesse House will not offer the special rate to the agent. And then Ryokan Ryoka is the one the best one of the one best only one best ryokan in Naoshima, and we've been sending some clients, some guests recently, so I hope to get the special rate for ryokan in the future.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Can you get tickets for the Aomori Festival in August 2025?
Yes, I think so.
Mhm.
Yes, it's still a lot. I mean, like August in 2025, but I think yes, most ticket that we can get.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Can I can I have Yuko email and phone number? Yes, I will send it to you. Yo les envío ahorita, aquí lo pongo en el chat, los datos de Yuko. Next question is, how do they manage for clients to get to Naoshima since it is an island, and how many nights do they recommend?
Okay, thank you. Maybe let me open the Google map that I can explain more clearly, and then you can see. No. Yes. Okay. So. Okay. Can you see the map?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, so imagine, please, just imagine that. Okay, I am in Osaka right now here, and then from Osaka, we take the Shinkansen bullet train from all the way to Kobe, and then this along the coastline, and so the guide always will be with them from Osaka to this bullet train big station, which is called Okayama station. It's Okayama prefecture, and it's like Osaka prefecture and then Kyoto prefecture, and there's a Okayama prefecture. So Okayama prefecture is the closest prefecture to Naoshima. So after arriving at Okayama, we hired a private car and then taking 1 hour to go down to this Uno port. And then from Uno port, there is a ferry. So this is the ferry line. So from Uno port, the ferry can have the private car, so the driver and the guys, all the guests with the luggage, everything together, we just drive into the ferry and then go to and taking 20 minutes to Miyanoura port, which is Naoshima Island. So this is Naoshima. So this island is Naoshima, and then this is the main island of a part of the main island of Honshu. So from main island, we take the private car to here, and then about the 20 minutes ride, they go to Naoshima Island. And we recommend to stay there at least 2 nights, 3 days. And then if they have more days, and then 3 nights, 4 days. That's what I really recommend. Because Naoshima, there are so many to see, so many buildings and so many arts. In Naoshima itself, it would take about one day, but 1 day half or like 2 days is ideal. And this is Teshima Island. This is very, very unique island as well. So people tended to just stay in Naoshima Island, but Teshima island is so beautiful. And then Teshima, this art museum, is just one different things. The art museum that I was impressed. So even though they have just only 2 nights and 2 nights, 3 days, I recommend to do as much as possible on Naoshima Island, 1 day, full 1 day tour, and then go to take the ferry to Teshima Island. It would take about 30 minutes or 40 minutes, I think. It was like 30 minutes or something. You can go by ferry and then Teshima and then spend Teshima Island and then come back around afternoon, or like at 4 p.m. and then return to Naoshima Island at 5 p.m. or something. So you can spend a half day or 1 day. And the Teshima Island has only one taxi in the island. So it's unbelievable, but it's only one taxi. So, but most people do the tour by cycling, because this is very easy to cycling. It's electric cycling, so it's not tiring and it's more fun. And then they can stop by the art in the town. So, but cycling in Ateshima is the best way to explore this island. And then for Naoshima, there are some more taxis and then more private cars. So of course they can choose cycling with the guides and then do going here and then going here, or they just take the taxi or the private car with the guide to explore Naoshima Island. I hope this is clear something. I hope this is clear.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Yuko. More questions about do you work with all budgets? Or maybe like starting from 4 stars?
Yes, depend. It's all depending on the upon the request. So sometimes, really, sometimes we have the request like a 3-star superior or something, but usually we do more than above 4-star or the 5-star standard and the 5-star super ultra hotels. But 3 stars also was something we can consider. And then what we appreciate is to know the budget first. If it's like $4,000 or like $7,000 or like $10,000, it's really depending on the budget. We can just customize the tours, the number of guided tours, or like if we can do by private car or by public transportation. It is all about the budget. So if we have the number of the budget, it's very easy to quote and then fastest, and then maybe 1 or 2 quotes, and then they are happy or something like that. So we would like to have this budget too.
Okay, yes. Thank you. It is possible to book ski for December?
Yes, we do have the guides for ski instructor, the guides, and also ski instructor. So yes, we can book the ski for Niseko. Like if you mention ski, then I think I think you know Niseko in Hokkaido, or Hakuba that I mentioned in Nagano prefecture. So both are fine. Both are we something we can do.
Okay, thank you. And Graciela Booth is asking, which is the best way to go from Tokyo to Osaka?
By bullet train is the best, and also only one way.
Okay.
Otherwise driving maybe 7 or 8 hours by stuck in the car, and then
Okay, a long way. Okay.
Yes.
Do you offer more gastronomic experiences besides the ramen making?
Yes, what do you mean by cooking, or like a walking tour? By all that means that we can offer both. Of course, aside the ramen making, we can offer the Japanese confectionery, like it's called wagashi, but the wagashi Japanese confectionery making, and also the guys are very flexible to take them to those small restaurant which is called izakaya, and it's like a bar hopping style things. And then for example, like we can also offer the bento box class, that there's small portions of the cuisine, and then like egg rolls, or like the other miso soup, or something like Japanese Japanese cuisine cooking we can offer.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And here I have one question of Marina asks, but I don't know what hotels do you refer, Marina. She can book those hotels in Naoshima easily? and book the museums.
So she can book these hotels in Naoshima easily. I mean, you mean Venice House and then Naoshima Ryokan?
I
I
think
think.
yes.
Okay. Yes, yes. Yes. We've been booked. We booked many times. The Venice House and then Naoshima Ryokan, and then we know the sales over there, so we can talk to them. But Naoshima is so Venice House and Naoshima Ryokan is the top two, I mean, proper accommodations, and that's why it's always full. And especially this November, October, and November, no one room left at all. It's really, really challenging, but that's why we needed to be informed to hold or arrange the rooms in very, very in advance. Otherwise, it's the all over the world, the people from all over the world focus on these two accommodations only. So that's why we need to be advanced. We need to be informed in advance.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And Pilar Losada is asking, when is the sumo season?
Okay, small seasons is March in Osaka, and then there is 11, 9. I think nine seasons per year, and then there is a stadium for the small tournament in Osaka and Nagoya and Kyushu and Tokyo and other areas too. So, okay, I think I should write.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes. January, March, May, July, September, and November.
Okay, okay, thank you. And one last question from Maria Hernandez. Do you recommend visit Yakushima?
Well, yes, Yakushima is the dynamic nature island. So if they're into trekking and hiking, it's all about nature. So it's not like a city tour at all. It's just a nature tour. And the Yakushima is the place where the Prince of Mononoke, do you know the Ghibli anime, the Prince of Mononoke, was the Yakushima is the place where they draw the Prince of Mononoke. So there are many trails of the forest trails to enjoy the trekking. So yes, it's depending on the client, but many tourists who love the nature goes to Yakushima.
Okay, okay, perfect. Well, I think that's all, Yuko. Thank you very much, and thank you all for being here, for joining us. I know it's a little bit late in Mexico, but thank you very much for joining us. And I left the emails for requests. The email, the Yuko and Joki's emails for your requests. Always copying me, please. I think you have my email, or here it is. I don't know why don't let me to send you my email. Well, thank you very much, Yuko, and again, thank you all for joining us today.
Yes, thank you very much, Lucian, and thank you very much all. I hope you enjoy the webinar, and then looking forward to work with you.
Thank you. Good night to everyone.
Good night.
Good
Buenas
night,
tardes.
Yuko. Gracias. Bye
Gracias,
bye.
muchas gracias. Okay, bye bye.